Everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. The last weekend before my 1 year anniversary on Monday. Welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. And thanks for joining me. If you don't mind, subscribe and all that. Leave messages and all that. Shout out to Cardboard Nerd for doing that short, pimping out my channel here. Really appreciate it. And everyone else who's commented. Alright folks, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on with the Goodwin Champions mini tobacco cards. So there's base one from the first set, 2009, of Ichiro with a base back there. An old style classic kind of card, much like Allen and Ginter. And then here's one of the short prints from the 2009 Goodwin Champions from Upper Deck. That's with the Gypsy Queen back. So real quick, the reason I'm showing you these two cards is to, tell you that we have gone from these 2009 cards, these old style classic cards from Upper Deck, to them getting rid of the minis altogether. And how do we end up here, people? This is Goodwin Champions. I mean, that's cool. Some new prospect people, they're not bad looking cards, but they're not much different than like Sky Metal or some of the other stuff that Upper Deck puts out. And then you got this stuff here, Drew Jones, that's cool. But how do we go from old-fashioned tobacco style cards like these and the ones I'm about to show you to this, like I believe this is 2022, let's take a look, 2023, and then the most recent, the last two sets are just like this, these new modern cards. Now these are full-size cards because, like I said, they don't do mini cards anymore. The last set of minis that I know that they had, like really hard to pull a mini, was in 2020. And since then, they just went with regular size cards. And now they're doing these modern things. And if you know anything about Goodwin Champions, that set of cards that came out in the 1800s, 1880s, 1890s era. And I just don't understand what Upper Deck is doing here. 2 years in a row now with these more modern looking cards. Allen and Ginter doesn't do that, so I just don't get it. Alright folks, sorry about that little tirade. So I did show you the 2009 minis last time, so we're going to go forward. I don't have any 2010s for some reason, or at least not in this box. So like I said, I may have some more of these minis somewhere, but the ones that came in the box that I have sitting here with the short prints, like those Gypsy Queen backs and the Lady Luxe and the black borders and all that stuff. I have these stack of cards that I've been showing you the last few days. So now, no 2010s to show you, but I do have 2011. So we'll get to it. And so Bobby Orr, and this is Sunday. I'm doing this at 3:20 in the morning. I'll probably release this around noon Saturday, and then maybe we'll finish off the rest of the Goodwin Champions for later. So maybe I'll put this out more around 9 or 10 in the morning, and then I'll do the other remaining Goodwin minis and put that out maybe around 5, 6, or 7 tomorrow night. And then that'll be it for the Goodwin Champion minis. But I love tobacco mini cards, people. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think these are cool. Pretty decent quality card for Upper Deck, but it's just not tobacco inspired at all. So I wish they would go back to what's worked. So Bobby Orr, so we got some hockey right off the bat. give you guys a quick look at that design down there. It's pretty nice. The card quality is still pretty good at this point in time. Pretty much the same kind of similar cardboard back. Now it's got some kind of code on there. 2011 Goodwin Champions. So you can read about Bobby Orr if it'll focus. Alright, so that's pretty nice stuff. Alright, thank you folks. Had to pause you for a second. Alright, there we go. So, moving along. Trying to get these cards somewhere to put these. Alright. Sorry, everybody. Next. Anasaurus. Anna. Sorstem. I can't say her name. I can't say her name, people. What's wrong with me? Anna Sorenston. Female lady golfer. LPGA. We all know who she is. Having trouble saying her last name though right now. So, alright. And like I said, obviously this is at the point where Upper Deck had lost the baseball license, so you're going to see a lot of more non-baseball and no more logos, at least for Major League Baseball. So we'll see how it comes along. But I'm okay with it because I'll show you on the next card after this. Mike Smith jockey card for the United States there, 2011. And wonder what the M&S, oh, that's his last name. So Mike Smith, and these little circles here. These are some nice ones. This is a pretty nice set. 2011 Goodwin Champions. Alright. So, and I know some people aren't as cool with this as me, but my point is, you can get a million different Ozzie Smith playing cards where he's playing or uniform, but I'm okay with a couple, you know, getting a guy doing whatever he's doing, signing his contract or doing something outside of his uniform. You know, Michael Jordan walking in from the bus at some stadium or something, that's fine with me because it's something different. If you're an Ozzie Smith fan, I think that's pretty cool, because you're not going to get a ton of this stuff, you know. How many cards similar to this are you going to see of Ozzie Smith through his entire, you know, card run, you know, in the next 100 years of them making Ozzie Smith cards? How many are going to be like this? A handful. So it's actually kind of cool. It's giving you a little something different. And then they don't have to bother with the airbrushing, and I'm fine with that. You know, I'm an Andre Dawson collector, so if this card came that was Andre Dawson, I'd be like, that's pretty cool, something different. I like it. But I know some people don't, but that's okay. Alright, and then this is Johnny Miller Golf. So Upper Deck did have the golf license for a while there. Yeah, or was putting out golf cards, and I think they're still exclusive, or they were exclusive. Tiger Woods. He grew up playing golf in San Francisco, huh? Wonder where he played golf in San Francisco. Just up the road, 35 miles. Alright, everybody. So you're gonna start seeing stuff like that. Golfers, jockeys, different kind of athletes. And I'm cool with that too, because the same thing like I was saying about the Ozzie Smith card, you know, you're only going to run into this kind of stuff in Goodwin Champion, you know, soccer player mixed in with baseball and all that. Allen Ginter, Goodwin Champions, those kind of things. You know, you get like probably 50 choices of baseball only cards every year. And 3 or 4 or 5 kind of stuff with multi-sport, let's just call it. And of those, 2 or 3 that are going to be like old style, which I like. So San Jose, look at that. So guess he played on the Earthquakes here. Only been to the Earthquakes game one time. I won tickets. Went up to see the Chicago Fire, and the Chicago beat them, so that was cool for me. And I won a jersey from the San Jose Earthquakes. I signed up for a contest and won at halftime, so that was neat. Still got it. We never worn it. It's fun. It's a nice stadium. They got a nice little, I don't know if it's little, but it's a decent sized soccer stadium. Probably holds 8,000 or 9,000, and it's pretty nice. It's right next to the airport in San Jose, and yeah, it's pretty neat. I wouldn't mind going to see more. All right, so that is Dwayne Del Rosario. All right, moving along. So now we're going up to some more baseball. So obviously no license here, but Michael Choice on baseball. So prospecting there for Goodwin Champions. All right, the last one from this set, and this is a pitcher. Oh, and then when I was looking at that Devil Ray or the Tampa Bay card, and I said, oh, it looks like it says D-Rays, I saw it wrong, and it was a P and not a D, so pitcher on that one. So this is Peter Tago, baseball. So I'm assuming he didn't make it because I've never heard of him. So let's give him a little minute in the limelight there. That's a nice set of cards, though. It's kind of very similar to the earlier one. So pretty neat. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next set, which should be 2012. Yep, so 2012 now, people. And I'd say for the first 5 years they kind of stuck with this kind of cream color, yellowish card. So this is 2012 Goodwin Champions the next year. So obviously it's a little different. So the design there. I guess I should keep this Ichiro card out. So the original. So sticking with the same color scheme. Maybe a little Gypsy Queen did that stuff too. But Nick Valdo there. And the only thing about these ones is sometimes they're really hard to read. But this one's not so bad. 2012. With whatever code they're using there. Like I said, these minis don't use a hologram. And I don't believe that the full-size ones are using a hologram either. Let's see where they're at now. So maybe that's one of their old style kind of throwbacks, is not putting that upper deck hologram on these cards. Alright, so next now we'll get track and field. It looks like there, Dawn Harper. So Dawn Harper, read about her. Looks to be card number 11. So pretty neat. This one's pretty cool. You know, you're not going to get a lot of billiards players, but in the original Goodwin and Allen and Ginter era, you used to get a lot of pool players. So from the 1800s, pool. So that's pretty good. Janet Lee, she's a very good champion pool player. And let's see what it says here. Alright, there you go. Nice card for her. This guy, Colin Kaepernick. Alright, enough of that. Alright, David Robinson. So NBA, same thing. There he's sharp dressed man in a suit and tie. So that's pretty cool. David Robinson. the Admiral. So that's pretty cool stuff. I remember when he was in the Navy Academy and playing, and they would talk about it on ESPN and all that. Is he going to have to go serve his time because he got in the academy and he had, so well, that was one of the big talking points back then. Tommy Gainley, and that is golf. Pretty nice. Alright, here we go. Early MMA, UFC, Randy Couture. So that's pretty cool. So they got in there pretty early. Alright, then we have Jim Kelly. There you go, football. For Gerald Ford. Hey, Rob, football card. Jim Kelly. He played with Buffalo, didn't he? Sure did. Jim Kelly. Alright, people, don't forget, if I talk too slow or whatever, adjust the settings and the speed of the video to a little higher, like 1.25. I kind of sound like a normal person. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Jim Kelly. If you go back into one of my oddball episodes where I show the Jim Kelly Crunch cereal box, if you want to see his cereal box, they actually put a cereal out up there in that region of the country with Jim Kelly, kind of like I think it was like cornflake kind of thing or something. Larry Bird, a young Larry Bird, cleaning out his attic. You've seen that commercial. Alright, Bird, one of the greats. Larry Bird. Alright, then, hey, there we go. It's pretty early Kawhi Leonard. Alright, Kawhi Leonard. Isn't he with San Diego State? Nice. Pretty cool. I like the little shield with the kind of flag theme going down there. Now another surfer. So I guess, like I said, I'm going to have to do a video of just all my surfer cards. Taylor Knox. So that's pretty cool. He's a... what is that, a half pipe? No, or is that just skateboarding? Anyways, that's pretty cool. Alright, Nancy Lopez, Hall of Fame champion women's golfer, and she's from New Mexico. So that's pretty cool. You can pick up her autographs for 10-15 bucks on eBay. But famous female golfer through those years, and won a lot, as you can see. And I know she was born in New Mexico, so that's good for her. Along with Nota Begay, he was from New Mexico, and he used to be Tiger Woods' roommate at Stanford when they played golf together. So Matthew, I can't read that, I'll have to see the back, and Dressy and Jurdisi. So another guy who they prospected on, and I've talked about this in other videos, that they'll prospect, and most of the ones that you get out of these upper decks after they lost the license usually didn't make it, which is why I was in those Onyx videos showing the autographs. They tend to get the guys that make it, and for whatever reason upper deck seems to strike out a lot in that sense. But Marcel Ozuna, we've heard of him before, so that's something. So a little off-centered on that back there. That would be a problem if I didn't have two. So got a double. And I believe at this point in time, the minis were starting to get to the point where they weren't one in every packet. It was like one in every 2 packs. And then I think maybe the next set or one of these next few sets, it was like one in every 5 packs. And then I think they went back. Cody Buckle. I think that's Buckle. Buck L. Is Buckle LE. One of these sets I have a lot. But they did get to the point where they definitely were like one every 5 packs, one every 10 packs on the minis. So I don't understand why they did that. To make them more desirable? I don't know. Because I feel like that was their answer to Allen and Ginter. And people who don't like mini cards just don't have to buy Allen and Ginter. So they should stuck with it, I thought. Alright, so that was the last of those 2012s. I'm just going to keep chugging along because I want to get through these ones, because the next set after that's going to have a lot. So here we go. Joe Sakic, NHL. And just to double check, folks, 2013. So 2013, once again, compared to the last set. So to show you the differences between that and, once again, an original upper deck one, I should say. So, alright, so Colorado, the Avalanche there, 2013. So sticking with the same kind of theme, it's pretty cool, nice border. The design's nice. So Upper Deck did a good job. Jenny Sir, track and field. Hello, Jenny. Kind of looks like what's her face from The Shining, if she was a little not overly skinny. And that lady had just passed on. I can't think of her name, people. Jen Sure. So there you go. A little easier to read. These ones, a little bigger font there. Alright, and some racing. So there we go. Mario Andretti. So Formula One, isn't it? Mario Andretti. Or, yep, Formula One. Indy Open Wheel Racing, IndyCar. So there you go. I know Danica Patrick was, I believe, in the 2015 set, which I have some of her cards. Now here's another one, people. I mean, it sucks that this Mimi Knopp card was a victim to a packaging I don't know, error, a packaging mistake, where it got pinched in the packaging machine. So I've talked about these cards before. I dig it because it shows you what the card actually had to go through being circulated. But at the same time, if it's the only one you got, then obviously it's gonna be a damaged card. But I think it's pretty cool, and that's probably not a super expensive card anyways. I could probably just order another one, but I think that's kind of cool. I have some Allen and Ginters that have that too. Kind of reminds me of the Jiffy Pop cards that you used to get. They would get pinched into the Jiffy Pop pan, and we actually had Jiffy Pop tonight. What did we watch? Wow, we watched Frida with Salma Hayek. Pretty nice stuff. If you're into Salma Hayek, you know, you get to see a lot, but at the same time, it kind of strips her of her makeup and modern, since she's come to Hollywood, all the makeup and fancy dresses and all that makes her look like a superstar, and then kind of strip her down to what she really looks like. And yeah, she's still pretty, but she's not as pretty. If that makes any sense. It kind of dulls the dulls or kind of lessens the effect of how hot you thought she was. But it was a pretty good movie. All right, and then we got Jay Buhner there doing some wood chopping, wood cutting, baseball. Jay Buhner. So there he goes, baseball card people. Jay Buhner just out on the ranch or something doing his thing, clearing some brush and cutting logs and all that. So that's pretty cool. Kentucky boy. All right. And Michael Campbell, golf. So there you go, Michael Campbell. For golf fans, a lot of golf fans. I like to play golf. I think golf's fun. My mom's second husband used to watch golf on TV. Whenever we'd go there, he golfed. But I'd go over to their house and he'd be watching golf, and it goes on for like 6 hours, it feels like. And it's just one of the, not fun to watch on TV in my opinion. It's like it's like telling a story. You had to be there. That's my feeling with golf. It's like you kind of got to do it, Maybe if you were at Pebble Beach watching them golf in person, that'd be one thing. But yeah, it's kind of like watching grass grow for me, and I like golf. And last but not least, for what we're going to show you on this video, at least we're going to end up with a baseball card, Yao Lin Wang. So I haven't heard of him before. So there we go. That's another one that they didn't quite get. See if we focus again. Yep, I was gonna see if he's from Taiwan. Got some people at my work with that same last name. They're from Taiwan. Yeah, something to do with Chicago there. Let's see, Wang possesses a fastball that reaches low 90s, prompting Chicago to sign him as an undrafted free agency in 2012. Yeah, I don't know if they're talking about the White Sox or the Cubs there, but I don't remember ever hearing of them, so maybe it's the Sox. But those pretty nice cards, people. And this is the last of the sets that I know of that have that traditional color. So this cream, that kind of cream, lemony kind of yellow. After this, they go with kind of a different design. And they kind of start to look a little more like Gypsy Queens, as opposed to, say, an Allen Ginter-esque kind of thing. So just to give you a taste, they're going to start to give you some color on these borders. And a little bit different on the back. So that's what we got coming up for you next time. So hey, thanks for watching Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. If you want to subscribe, send people my way, or anyone who can. I'm trying to get to 200 by my 1-year anniversary. And we got today, tomorrow, and Monday. So thanks everybody. Bye.